Welcome everybody. Stream is up and going. What are they doing today? Lovely Sunday, August 22nd. Last stream we were testing out farms in 118 to see how they compare. And today we got some other farms to test. Let's send out announcements. Okay, there's an announcement on YouTube for people that have the bell notification turned all the way on. And also for Twitter, should pop up onto my Discord as well. Might be a little bit slow at that. Info command's working good. Awesome. So let's see, check my notes. So yesterday we checked the witch farm. We said it was about 14% faster. Brother Skeleton farm, which also I checked it after stream. That was 43% faster, which is pretty crazy. I also checked the Pigman farm. That was 51% faster for half the size. A couple of other like check is Enderman, Guardians, Slime, and General Mod Farm. But it's probably a good opportunity to also update some of my farms in these categories. Guardian Farm is pretty old. Enderman Farm, I have a couple videos about that. Slime Farm is pretty outdated. General Mod Farm is pretty old. Most one that I show is my spider version of it. Hey, welcome everybody. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take that down. And you can see a lot of different Minecrafts going on at the same time. So, I was in this world over here. I was testing Guardian Farm. Hey Methyl, also got a Strangey coming in. This is a Guardian Farm. Let's see. Spawn trip. There. Got Demon Stalker in the chat. Methyl. Peppermint. Try through sound. Oh, I can. How's that? I just unplugged and replugged it in. But thanks for telling me. Mike is weird, says strange. Hey Zen. Twitter moment. Peppermint. Does that sound better? Got Rayan. Mojud. Oz in the chat. SRA. How's my mic now? Okay, it's fixed. People saying better. Awesome. Normal again. Jesus. I know it sounds weird. I actually, I accidentally one time recorded. I was recording a video and accidentally didn't check my audio. Recorded like 15 minutes of a video. And then I listened to it in editing and it's just like completely staticky and sounded horrible. So I know it sounds really bad when it does do that. Andre's in the chat. IDK. Welcome in, everybody. Ender. Leo's here. Yeah, Leo, if you want to message me anything particular you would like to edit. Hey, LOL. We got Renlog. Is that like a play on words for Rendog? But yeah, this is my Guardian farm that I made quite a while ago. It sits right at mobcap. So in the past, I designed a lot of farms to try to hit mobcap because that was kind of the objective. But now I see a lot of people are looking for farms that are, you know, not necessarily hit mobcap, but are really good at consistently producing loot and easy to understand, easy to set up. So that's what I've been kind of aiming for more recently. Maybe someday I'll come in and update my Guardian farm for that, but pretty awesome once you do get this thing all working properly. Why are the trap chests so glitchy? On my screen or yours? What's special about 1.18 Guardian farms? So I would like to take the Guardian farm and put it into 1.18. Currently I can't. Oh, we got a poll going on. Funny mic or good mic? What's Big Boom? Oh yeah, just click on it, I'll tell you. So yeah, let's try to see if we can get this world into 1.18. No promises. So here's 1.18. So actually, let me do. I want to see if I can do seed. Just do the same seed as this. GFGG coming in with the host, getting those easy ray points. Appreciate that. You guys don't know, when you host, you get some more points, which you can use to purchase all sorts of things. I'm just going to create a new world. Guardian 18.4. We got Denon coming in with the host, as well as Peppermint. Thanks, guys, for hosting. It's a great way to show support. The garden farm was a lot of fun to design. Is that when I think we did this when right when 1.13 came out. I came up with this idea of waterlogging stairs and using that to get fast spawns. One to 18 is still pretty slow loading up. Yeah, it was a really cool idea. But with 1.18, it changes stuff. So pretty much because different farms or different locations, we looked at farms that were below Y level 0, ones that are above it. And the way that it's kind of working is that anything that is below Y level 0 is going to get nerfed. The rates are getting nerfed, but stuff above Y level 0 are going to get improved rates.
Can you make a moving loading machine to load long machines? Depends what version you're in. But yeah, so the Guardian Farm is below Y level 0. At least this one is here. The way I designed this is I try to hit mob cap, and then I try to lower it as much as possible. But now that we don't have to worry about lowering it, the design of the farm can actually change. Here's our 1 to 18 world. I forgot I did turn my settings down. Let's turn those back up again. Have these all turned down. Okay, so there's our world. So the idea is to take this region file, made it look kind of pretty, and put it into the other world. Let's also increase these settings. Nice. Now, all I have to do is... Oh, this was called Guardian Dropper. I thought that was... It's really fun giving different farms names, but sometimes make more farms than I take time to name. Depends on what version. The Minecraft version. Okay, so all I want to do is I want to grab the region files and I want to put them into the new world. So let's just grab them all. And where is this farm located at? 200, 200, okay. Okay, so now I move the files over. Let's see if they actually work. Hey, Cat Kid Cop coming in with the biddies. Appreciate that. How you doing there, Cat Kid? Ooh, 1 to 18 slow at loading. I actually don't know that much about how the cheer thing works. Slowly loading. If we have a stream mod in the chat that wants to do a poll, we do a poll asking what people's opinion of 1.18 is so far. Is their opinion favorable, or what would be considered opposite? Unfavorable? Something like that. Ask something like, do you like 1.17? Yes, no. Or 1.18. You like 1.18 so far? Yes, no, kind of thing. Speaking of 1.18, I feel like our world froze. It's not loading anymore. Hey, Lava Cast. Assassin says, hello, hello. This is my first time catching the stream. Welcome in. guys are new to the stream, make sure to hit the follow button just underneath and get your name up on the screen with that cool emote of us fighting over 30 dragons at once in survival. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1:18 froze. Are you a workaholic? Your name contains work. Yeah, some people say I'm a workaholic. I don't know what happened to our 1:18 world. Looks like it froze. What should we do? Should we reload it? Should we give up on it? Not moving. Okay, let's see if we can exit out of it. Uh-oh. Let's load another one. Okay, what happened last stream? We were loading like so many Minecrafts. Okay, we're gonna load another 1:18. We're gonna try to get rid of this one. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, got rid of that one. Okay, there's a poll going on. Oh, the poll already end? Wow. It must have been a fast poll. Can you decide how fast the poll is? Okay, it's loading up right now. Okay, let's stop this world. And let's exit that world. How's our 1.18 doing? Did it load up yet? There it is. %. I mean, I'm actually surprised. So a large majority of people are impressed by 1.18 already. Okay, we'll try this again. Yeah, you get it off of the website if you want to play 1.18. I haven't played... I said that I have yet to play 1.18 terrain. I'm unsure about how I like it personally. Ideas of being presented. Peppermint said I missed the small hills in 1.17. I think there is still small hills, but I have to like look for them. They're kind of like blended in with the mountains. We're at 3%, guys. We're at 3%. Uh-oh. It stopped at 3%. It stopped at 3%, guys. Oh yeah, it helps so you can play older versions of the game. That's true. Yeah, I see people that like make whole series about like kind of playing older versions and stuff. They're just, I think it's one of those deals where you don't get as bored because after you play maybe the general game, the typical game, you can come in and play like modded or play old version or play with different game rules. Press F3, does it show the coordinates? Block formation, do you know what I can do? Oh, I think, yeah, that happened to me before. I think you have to press, something so you get more information in your F3 screen. New World is dead before it even started. Well, you know what this means, guys. I might not be able to update my Guardian Farm to 1.18 to test it. I expect it to be slower, because that's kind of how it generally goes. But don't worry, I have more plans. So besides the Guardian Farm, I also would like to get my Edward Farm tested, Flying Farm, General Mob Farm. Okay, let's see if we can I get rid of this again? I think get rid of this one again. So minimize it, then open it up. Switch to, okay. Bye-bye. So now, I have to load another 1.18. So this time we won't mess with it. So on my list, one thing I would like to update is my mob farm. So I made, way back in the day, I made some general mob farms. And then I also tweaked it so that it produces creepers and spiders. Uh-oh, I'm having trouble with 1.17 world. Is it my memory? Windows 17 shouldn't have a problem. Oh, there it goes. Let me just check my memory. That looks good. Okay, so this is the one I updated to do spiders. I don't have my world for the general mob farm, but the spider one was kind of cool. It dropped out these little lines of water. And because spiders are wide, they would get caught in the water and then they would get pushed to the other side. I thought that's pretty cool. And the way it works is that the water takes the shortest route so that it ends up making this. Oh yeah, and then also put in a clock. That was a cool thing. So then you could always have mobs spawn in it when it had like the mob cap held up or anything like that. And that's like one of the benefits. If you're trying to hit mob cap, you want to try to constantly have mobs die so you can have new mobs come in. Otherwise, if you let like 70 mobs spawn in and then try to kill them, it's going to be slightly slower. So I think I might want to go with the same type of setup like this, but not sure. The nice thing about this too is the killing chambers is just a nice little area here where they die, and then you just pick up all the loot. Cat Kid Cop says, watched ads for bits. Nice. You got 8 more biddies. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I would like to... Oh yeah. The main thing about this farm is I used pistons back then because that was the best. But now we got trapdoors. So I think I can actually make this a little bit nicer. And there's the AFK spot up there. It's like really different because of all the mechanics that were different back then. Should have been this on the testing server? I don't know if it's gonna be laggy or not. Oh, 1 to 18 worlds over here. Yeah, we'll try it on the testing server. We're testing stuff already. Let's go over here. Oh, is it gonna be laggy? Actually, I don't even know. If I do /kill. On the volume. Okay. Let's just put the farm. So in 1.18 we don't have to worry about mob. We don't have to worry about how low the farm is. So that means we can put the farm up in the air and then also have the mobs fall down. And have the player kill them. Which is pretty cool. They spawn the same no matter what Y level. So let's just put it in a platform here. There. Okay. So, do we have them? I think the first one we should just have them die on their own. We just want water to push them. We can either push them, have them so they all drop to the center location, or we can like my other farm where I push them 2 different directions with a single water source. Grab some trapdoors. And if I put water here, not quite. In that farm, I think it was... Why was it where that water was trying to reach the end and it wasn't, wasn't going all over the place? I'm on the testing server. You guys want to join? Oh man, is that gonna take a while to load up again? Yeah, we'll come back to that. We can push them to the edge and we can have them all end up falling right here. Let's see, if I make it just like, I put like 1 water here, and then put 1 over 1, so they all kind of push mobs to the center. Yeah, if I have 1 here, something like that. I just want all the mobs to kind of get pushed to the center. I don't want them to get stuck in this over here. I think we want to do it just like we wash items. We would have these in the corners. Do we have enough room to put them over there? Maybe not. We would have one in the corner over here. And then we'd have another one in the corner over here. Something like this. Hey, Cat Kid Cop coming in with 5 more biddies. The advantage of this is that all the mobs end up in one spot in Killing Chamber, which isn't necessary, isn't really needed if you're not killing them manually. But if you are, then it is kind of nice. So we put water down a couple of corners. And we could push all the mobs to the center here. Then they could just drop down and they could die. That could be pretty nice and simple. Let's figure out the right distance. Move these. Closer the water is to each other, the smaller hole they'll produce over here. Which is good, but then also the less area that they cover. We could get them, we could drop them all into a 2x2 area. Like that, and then we can just drop the mobs down through here. Yeah, if you're curious about how to farm up all the items in the game Minecraft, check out that document there. That's in the chat with the link. So if we remove one of these, we can kind of see how much we're wasting quite a bit of water, but then again, water's not too hard to work with. So I wonder what type of, what do we got here? We got a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got a 10 by 10 area, which is 100 blocks. Check out Otherworld. I think this is like 8. Well, it'll be a little bit less than 8. Let's see. Spider is a little bit weird too. They collide with stuff. But anyways, we got, don't got spine space there. We got 2, got 5, and then we got, let's turn on this to help us. Okay, we got 16, another 16. Okay, we got pretty much exactly 2 16, so 32, 33, 33, and 5. What is that? Is that 150? 33 times 5, 165, okay. There's 165 spawning spaces right there. You place down water, it reaches... Oh, that's essentially what one water reaches, right? Well, not really. Do we have a nice flat area? Just put it over here. So one water reaches 7 both directions. 7, 7 is 14, 15. I think it's 15 by 15. I think if we divide this by 8, or not by 8. Divide by 2, I think it's 112 area that the water reaches. That makes sense? Because 15 would be a whole square and it's a diamond within the square, so I think it would be half. Or let's see, what is this? Be 7 by 7 times 2, is that another way to figure it out? 7 times 7 times 2. Oh. Well, it's somewhere in between there. That looks really close. It's like around 100. Okay. With one water source, you can get 100 spawning spaces. Let's just try and figure out how many. Hey, Ryfrost. Try to figure out how many spawning spaces this have, because this farm, I think this farm sits at mob cap. Actually, I'm not sure. Some stuff changed over the versions, but this, I think this used to sit at mob cap. Maybe not. It's kind of small. I can't remember why I made the size in. Maybe just for symmetricalness, probably. But I do like this, the way I made this farm, how it takes turns at flooding floors. So that way it, there's always mobs that are falling down. But there's a lot of ways we can do this. This one's gonna be a little bit different though, because that one it's on a clock. Which I guess I could make a farm just like that one. Then I could compare it. Okay. Hello, Evil. Hey, Shining. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to do both these. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't already seen my video that I put out today, release of the infinitely automatic azalea tree farm that is self-planting and produces tons of wood among other things like sticks, azalea carpets, moss carpets. Farm with 6s, DJ. Thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to design it, make it simple, and also produce large amounts of stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure which way to go with this farm. I think maybe I'll just make both type of farms. I like this idea because the mobs end up in a central location. And you could use looting to get in, but let's just try out this farm design updated and see how that goes. So in that farm, what I do is I just have water held behind pistons. In this case, I just use trapdoors. And then I release it. And then the water flows across the entire thing, pushes the mobs off. So I can either push them opposite directions, then I need to... Hey, Targo. If I push them opposite directions, I need 2 of these collection of floors. Is there a way for me to use the same water? Both directions? I could do it like this, where the water here, and then open both of these, and water flows off both directions. What are you building? Updating my general mob farm. Infinite charcoal here. I come, says Ryfrost. Yeah, you could definitely use it for charcoal. Hey, Android. General mob farm reporting duty. That's funny. Okay. Let's try push in opposite direction and see how that goes. And then we can change it. So we can either do it like that. The other thing we can do is we can drop the water from a central location, just like we did in the other version of it. So the water would actually be up here. Like that. And then we would drop the water. And then we'd funnel it both directions. So that water can actually go both ways. But the water doesn't go as far. You can see, like, we're only using 6 blocks of the water on either side. We're here, we would be using 7. And that's because we're hitting losing one right there. Okay. So I wonder if we put the water up 1 higher. And put trapdoor in here. Now the water is going to fall off the edge of this thing here, which is going to gain it 1 more. So I should do 7, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we actually get another one because water essentially is like the water source is right there. We gain 1 by doing that. Now the question is, can we stack this? Is it tileable? Oh, the water's ending up on the edge over here. Does that tree farm video you posted work in Windows 17? Yep, that's what it's made for. Methyl says, man, you're a genius. Appreciate that. How have you been doing today? Today's been good. I was doing some more testing with 1.18 earlier. Also, I finished the video and put my video out today on that azalea tree farm that we've been working on a long time on. Okay, so this would be the bottom layer, and then we can do another layer above this. So this layer has to be 2 blocks tall. This one could start here. Question is, can we make this tileable? Meaning, can we can make a tileable this direction, but can we make a tile up and down? So what we need to do for that is we would need we have some blocks here. We need to drop the water from up here. It looks like it's gonna work. It looks like it's gonna work. Okay, that should work. We wouldn't be using full blocks though, we would be using stairs. We're updating our general mob farm to 1.18. We gave up on Guardian Farm after it crashed like 3 times. Yeah, let me update the info command. So updating my general mob farm to 1.18. There. We are in the testing server if you guys want to join. I'm the only one on. Hey Normo. So that looks like it's gonna work. So what's the goal? The goal is this one I'm pushing the mobs opposite direction. We could take advantage of the powder snow. And we could try to get them to damage. Which world is that again? Oh my goodness, look at all the worlds I've already made. This isn't like yesterday. Hey, Olzu. Fine, depending on how many players are around, since they changed the way mob spawning. You can check the info, check the command in the title. That'll explain it. Okay. So, let's say we might get witches in the farm, so we'd want to drop them a certain height. So if we drop them from this height, die. And if we drop them from this height, it'd also die. Karabs coming in with the Prime. Wowzers, man. Thanks so much for using your Prime. I really appreciate that. You get access to a bunch of goodies, including the sub server, special badges, special emotes. Check that all out by doing !sub. Make sure you take advantage of it. Appreciate that. Karabs. You guys are wondering how that all works. If you guys have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, or if you know someone has it, you do get to give away a free sub every month with it. So you get a free sub. You just have to link it up with your Twitch. exactly like Karabs did there. You do have to do it manually each and every month, so be sure to take advantage of that. If you're wondering how to get a free sub, you can check that out by doing !free sub as well. It looks like it doesn't matter how much higher we go. Looks like it all works. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, check out that farm link if you're wondering how to farm everything. So, what I would do is... The testing server for subs only? No, anybody could join. Just do !join. So what I would do is I would... Oh, wait, maybe this isn't tabbable. I still have to power these. How am I going to power these? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, maybe that's not tabbable. So this trapdoor needs to be powered. Yeah, there's a free sub thing. Well, that kind of ruins my idea. Tetra DB coming in with a tier 1 sub. They've been sub for 7 months. Holy muggers. Tetra, thank you so much. Welcome back to the Gordy gang. How have you been? So I do !! sub. Be sure to take advantage of all that good stuff. 7 months. You're over halfway worth of a year. You probably have the 6-month badge there. Okay, so the way I powered this, Petra says, "Hey Ray, good thanks. Hope your day's been good." It's been pretty good. Uploaded the Azalea Tree Farm, infinitely automatic Azalea Tree Farm video on YouTube. So if you guys haven't already seen that, make sure to go check it out. Hype train is closed. Are now starting a hype train. Oh, I didn't even see that. What is that thing? Oh. Does it mean there's a hype train going on right now? Why does it say it's closed? A hype train is... Oh, close. Oh, I see. Okay. You guys could start a hype train if you did it within 4 seconds. Oh, that's a new thing on Twitch. Problem is there's not really any redstone that doesn't get washed away. Otherwise you could put like redstone here and it wouldn't get washed away. But yeah, pretty much gets washed away no matter where you put it. You put it on this side, it's gonna get washed away. Only a few places where you can power these trap doors. Oh, those cool emotes. I need to figure out how to get some animated emotes. Seem like they're really cool. Okay, so that might not work. Let's try something else. We'll just leave that there. I do like the idea of like dropping it from above. But then if I wanted to power it, I'd have to power it from above as well. Let's put the redstone pretty much right here. And then the next floor. The next floor would be right there as well. What if I don't make it two direction? What if I make it just one direction? I guess then I might as well just put it on the floor. Technically these two would go the same distance. If water started here, it'd go 7 blocks. It'd go 3, 7. And this one would go 8, so it would go 2, 4, 6, 8. And they both actually end at the same length. This is really strange. That is kind of fascinating. I don't know why this came to my head, but that is fascinating. Fascinating. Okay. Let's see, if I was to continue this, next floor would go right here. And that floor would be dropped from above, so it would be from here. Oh. I mean, whatever. This is really strange. What I'm doing right now is just building a really small section of the water. I want the water to kind of flow throughout the whole thing. Will Minecraft ever be a final release? I don't think so, because that's what keeps it, you know, so trendy. It's always updating. Stuff that don't update eventually don't become used anymore. Well, this is fascinating. So water, let's see if I can kind of show this. Water there would go down and over like that. Then water here would just leave each of these and go straight out. But the thing is, like, is this making the farm simple? I feel like this is making the farm kind of complex. It's a really cool design. Let's see, I can go back to my other world, show you guys. Like this farm is like really compact, but then again, like, do you really want to make it compact? Kind of makes it confusing. Karab says the new mob spawning for 18 algorithm is making me want to never update. I think you'll get used to it. So the actual layout for this is kind of confusing. You kind of see there's like this alternating redstone repeater kind of thing, and then the next layer is up here. There's like pistons on the sides. It's like that. It's not that confusing, but I don't know. Probably more than what it needs to be. But I was able to, I think the reason I did it is try to get the most, kind of like I'm doing here, trying to get the most platform washed off for water for that situation. I wonder, can I put a water source like in one area? Can I just like drop water from above or something and it go through all the different layers and wash it? No, well, yeah, we could. Could. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure how this would work. Because water always goes to like the lowest place. So if you give it a choice to either fan out like this or to go down to the next layer, typically we'll go down to the next layer. I'm not sure how this would go. Something like this. If we drop water from here, this goes down there. And let's say this is another level up here that we want it to flood. To get this to flood, you just drop water here. It doesn't spread out on this level. It would have to be blocked. And then once it spreads out, then opened up. Hey, N99. If I'm in a chunk and let's say the tree farm is in the same chunk 100 blocks away, will it work? Yeah, as long as you can see it, it should be working. As long as it's loaded. I had this idea of like the water, like one water source would come down and kind of wash through it. You usually need like a zigzag for the water to flow down and kind of wash each layer away. Or going down to the next layer. Let me just make a small example of this because I'm kind of curious. Let's get some glass. So let's say our platform is like this. Something like this. We place water here, it flushes that layer, then goes down and then flushes that layer. Like that. So don't think that's gonna work so well. we're not making a guardian farm, huh? Why does he keep saying guardian farm? You can check the title for the info command. I don't think this is gonna work because I want to wash, like, mobs will be in this platform, they get washed off and then like they fall. Problem is they hit this here. If I remove this, then the water's gonna go that direction. If I do something like this, will mobs be able to hop over it? Just kind of thinking of weird ideas. It looks like they do miss that. Dude, that's a crazy looking emote. This could potentially work. How to build a full size this? I don't think I want to build it in the testing world because, yeah, it's gonna get pretty crazy. And then I could possibly do that same thing, but with this, where the water comes to the center, then lands, and then goes back in again. It goes back. Nah, I don't think I want that. Yeah, they're just kind of thinking, imaginating the how the farm's gonna go. Imagining how the farm's gonna be completed. So one way we could make this work is if the water, let's say the water hits right here, then the water has the option to go this direction, and then once it gets over here, it can go back the opposite direction again. Let's put in some walls because we don't want to full size scale this because that's just way too complicated. Just want to be a proof of concept. The water would sit like this. Oh, okay, the water goes. Okay. Yeah, see, the water always chooses the smallest route. So even though it seems like same distance, it knows this way can actually flow downwards, or this way it can't. I don't think this will actually work. Let's make this a little bit bigger to see how it goes. Oh. Okay, I guess I put it that direction. Let's put it over here. Now we have kind of the example that we're looking at. So, put a trapdoor in there. So, we just open that up. The water goes this way. If this is open it up. The water goes that way. Yeah, just kind of the way water is. I don't know, it's not a big deal. It would just be kind of nice to not run redstone through the whole thing. Hello, Kesha. So for the water to choose to go this direction, let's see, where's there holes in the middle? The water would have to think that this way was another route for it. Which makes me think, what makes the water go straight out of these things? Oh, I have pressure plates and they release it. The water goes here. And why doesn't it fan out? The water goes to this nice little narrow thing. It doesn't fan out. It's like it thinks it can reach the edge. But it can't go over it. Let's just put a wall here. Wait, no. So in our example, we drop water. Water just, it goes sideways and then it goes straight. So the water would be like right here, and they would just go sideways and then it would just go straight. Because it apparently thinks it can reach over there. We block it like that, and then we release it. No, it still goes that way. Why does this one, what's different about this one? It goes both directions. Once it does get out, we do try to funnel it a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's actually gonna freeze up here? So is that block, that's all that's really needed? Also waterlog it. Okay, so it needs to have a spot where things that can flow over, and it needs to be somewhat, I don't know, we want to call this browed, funneled, kind of funneled a little bit. Why does Ha keep saying it's a guardian farm? Is he even listening to the stream? Or did he just like copy paste it? Okay, so now the next question is, I mean, I don't think I really need to even use this. I was just trying to figure out why the water was staying in a nice narrow line like that. But I don't think I actually need to use it for this farm. Let's go back to, so we figured that out. Let's go back to this idea. This is kind of a weird idea, but I like it. I like this idea. But let's try to flesh it out a little bit and see if it runs into any other problems. The water would be held in by that. It would be like dropping water here. The water would flow down, then back. Because the water takes time to flow, we can use the water as a clock in itself. So this is fascinating. What would happen if moms are right there? I think that maybe not work so well. I'm not sure if they'll get moved or not. Okay, they're villager. Oh, okay. But what about zombie? Zombie's a bit different. The zombie doesn't float, it sinks, which is a bit different. Okay, we'll just try it. Can't really predict what's gonna happen. I just sit there. Let's put a door there. Okay, zombie, I had to block it from the skylight. Zombie goes. Oh, okay, where are these villagers? Bye bye. Zombie goes there. Now stay there, zombie. You are important. Oh my goodness. You just couldn't stay there, could you? You just had one job. Your one job. One job. Okay, let's try this again. Close that. Zombie, better stay. Yeah, so he doesn't get moved by it. There's like technically no moving water. That's a bummer. Oh, wait. There might be a fix to this. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so one thing you can do is... There's a trapdoor like this. They can still spawn in there. But the water won't go in there anymore. The water has to go over it. Ah, it still doesn't move. Okay. Oh, is that weird how the water goes that way? Oh. Oh, because it thinks it can reach the edge. I guess that kind of makes sense. Let's try that again, see if the water goes the other way now. This farm is going to be made for zombies. Or skeletons. Oh. Because this way it only has to go one way before it can go down. This way it has to go an extra. One more. Hey Ziki. Maybe use a sign to zigzag the water on its way down. I just put a trapdoor in there. Yeah, it could be a sign. I mean, one thing we could do is we could just prevent mobs from spawning on that place right there. We just lose a spawning space, which is not ideal. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't it go 8 though? Oh yeah, 8's over here, I guess. So it's only like 7 anyways. Enemy spawning. Is there any other thing we can do for this situation? We can either just skip this spawning spot. Like, he doesn't move at all. We need the water to be moving here. Yeah, I think we just gotta skip it. It's because he doesn't float. Skeletons be the same way. The other ones, they just float up and then they go up and over. Do we need these technically? I'm trying to think about spiders. Spiders were in there, then would they go up? They would float up, right? Now I got drowned. I don't think those guys move too easily. Goes back in the water. Silly. So if we just wasted that spawning spot by putting a block there like that, now zombies will get moved over this way. We're technically not losing a space, are we? Oh, okay. Because we put a block there, it just goes one longer. We gain it again. Maybe we don't lose anything there. Okay, let's repeat this process up some more. 3, 6, 7. Oh, but we put it over here now, I think. We will see if this continues to work. We drop the water from here, the water would move in like that. Okay, the water would start here. Is that gonna reach? Oh. Right there. Okay, so water goes this way. Hits this edge, so mobs are in here. Get push the edge of that. So then we don't need that block. We wouldn't need that block. I think we do need that block though. Yeah, so now water goes that way. Oh, it actually still goes that way too though. Funny. Funny how that is. Oh yeah, because either way is a one drop down. So they're like, it doesn't really care. I think we could do that. And then that mob can get, he falls off the edge. He doesn't clip on that, which is fine. And then mobs that are over here would get washed in that direction. And they fall down without clipping on that one. Then it zigzags back again. Then it just zigzags like that the whole way. See how slow the water removes itself. See, the water removing itself is kind of slow. So in itself, it's like a timer. What you can do is you can just release it. Let's say release it for like 2 seconds and then remove it. But then some of the water is still going down. Notice how it's like still washing. It's like a snake. It kind of goes through the pipes and clears all the mobs out. I don't know. I think this is kind of a cool idea. What farm is this? Do the command in the title. So, I think it's time to make it full scale. It's not a very wide farm. We also get mobs dropping on both sides, which isn't a big deal. What else? I'm trying to think of other problems. Items can end up in 2 spots, but we can wash them all to 1 spot. Any other problems? We also got to deal with witches, spiders. I think spiders can fit through there. Take You says, been loving the new farms you put on YouTube. Thanks for all the content you upload. Aw, thanks for the kind words there, man. Appreciate that. Think it's the villager farm? No. Just do exclamation mark info test. This was kind of the idea that I initially wanted to do. When I was designing this farm here, my idea was to try to kind of use water. I wanted water to like seep through the whole thing and wash it out. But I never really got it to go. I went with this, which is really cool. It's compact. But compact isn't necessarily what we need. Spiders might be a slight problem. Let's go ahead and let's see if I can make this much bigger. Yeah. Should I just copy this over or should I just rebuild it? I think I might as well just rebuild it. Let's hop into... Look how many stinking worlds I got already. Oh, I've ever been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. Time always goes really fast when I'm so concentrated on making farms. Yeah, this is the new azalea tree farm. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. It's really simple. There's actually one there, there's one here. But there's not that much redstone into it. And it's produces infinite amounts of trees and logs. All that good stuff. Yeah, I think this chest here. Yeah, this is 1 hour of running it. This is everything it produced. It's really nice. And it's also self-planting, so you don't even need a AFK. You can hear it's trying to work. As soon as it gets some bone meal, take off. Okay, so let's just put it over here. I'm not gonna worry about that stuff over there. Actually, we could build this at Y level 64, then it'll act similar to 1.17, 1.18. So do set block here, something. What block should we use? Let's use polished. The water will start here. It'll hit this edge. It'll flow over this edge, then it'll fall down to this layer down here. This layer we're going to have our block there. We also need to have our... Actually, wait. Why don't I just use a gate here? Now that we're mobs getting stuck on it. I think that'll be better than the trapdoors. Trapdoors are kind of expensive. So water goes off this side, flows down, hits this, goes this direction. It goes a total of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. It goes 8. But we need it to drop down once. We need it to drop down this one, and then we need it to land on that. It looks a little bit strange now, but I'm gonna make it one wide tileable, and then I'm just gonna use Amulet to stretch it out really far. So I just need to get the basics down. I can also stack it really easily. So I think by doing that, so now I made one part tileable, and now we could tile it up and down, we could tile it side to side. There's really no limit here. Just make sure that's proper distance. That's good. Okay. Should I also put a ceiling on it? Probably. So let's say the ceiling's right here. And we need something that will drop the water down. We also need it to be dark in there. So to be dark, I think we just need an overhang. Water will be right there. Wait. So how can we need to find a way to get the water in here. Water's gonna be there. We don't want the water to flow out, so I guess we can put a trapdoor, hold back the water. So that's gonna hold the water, but we're gonna open it up, the water's going bzzz. That looks good. But that trapdoor isn't needed for everything. I could remove that later on, I guess. Or I can actually add it in later on. Let's add it in later on. So to make it dark right here, we need to go out 15 blocks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Actually, no mobs are going to spawn here. But wait, they'll spawn here though, right? Yeah, I think we do need to go up 15. Same thing for... Well, wait. It's not quite right. 3... Okay, so we actually can remove one of those. Spawning starts right there, so we got 2... Oh. Got a little leg spike. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, and then it'd be 15 plus that. Okay. So this is the farm skeleton of it. Flasher Gordon coming in with the Prime. Wowzers, man. Thanks so much for using your Prime here. I really appreciate that. You get access to a bunch of goodies. You can check out all of that by doing !sub. welcome to the Gordy gang. Get access to like special emotes, special roles. Try out those special channels on my Discord. Thank you so much for using your Prime here. If you guys don't know if you have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, or if you know of someone that does have that, make sure they use it each and every month so that they get free subs, so they can get access to a free sub here on Twitch. They can do it with any streamer. They do have to do it each and every month manually. So make sure to take advantage of that. If you guys are curious how to get a free sub, you do ! free sub. But I like this idea. Let's go ahead and let's expand it. We'll use a program called Amulet. Used to be kind of like MC Edit. So which farm would open up? This one. I think I should make at least 4 layers tall. Okay, so all I do is highlight this thing that we made. Oh, one thing I don't like about this program. Definitely hard to control where you're pointing at. Okay. First thing I want to do is I want to copy this section and put another one below it. So copy it, paste it, put it below it. Right there. Okay. Confirm it. Maybe we should do, so that's 4 layers. Maybe we should do 6 layers. The farm looks kind of silly. It's so not very wide. Kind of silly. Because you do have to put in, like, it still takes much work to put in this huge overhang. It's like a lot of work to the overhang, but you're not gaining a lot of surface area here. You can actually put 2 of these beside each other. Let's do this first, and then we'll see. Okay, confirm that. Fred says, do you know of any farm that could fit in a 7x7x6 area? Ooh, yeah, a lot of farms could fit in there, like a lichen farm. I'd recommend watching my 1.17 video about all the new 1.17 farms. Let's add another layer to this, because I feel like we're going to, what am I doing again? Select, paste. I feel like I want to get my money's worth out of this. Move downwards. So that's 6 layers. Should we do another one? Should we do 8? Eight might be kind of cool to watch the water go through the whole thing. So each of those layers is 8 spawning spaces, so we got 8 of them times 8. Was that 64 then? 64 spine spaces? Kind of wondering how big I should make this. Okay, so we got the whole thing highlighted. Now let's make it, so it's right now it's really thin. But let's copy that and let's paste it. Actually, wait. Can I do, there's another program I can also do. Escape. I can use operation, run, clone, replace, waterlog, clone fill, clone. I don't know, how the world does this work? Copy. Operate, oh, okay. I'll put this right here. And then I want to clone it. Not that direction. Yeah, I don't I don't know what the image does. That looks really wonky though. But let's just give this a try. We'll clone it that way. 100 blocks, it seems kind of extensive. Or excessive. Yeah, let's just hit confirm and see what happens. What will it do? What did it do? I can't tell what it did. What? Is this all it did? Yeah, this is a weird cloning. It just did like this piece over here. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. Let's make it a little bit bigger. What's your streaming schedule? It's underneath the stream. Oh yeah, schedule, there you go. Smart. Files on top of it. Oh my goodness, look at this big thing. Okay. Can I do select? Copy. Paste. Why is it doing this weird thing? What in the world? Oh, because this thing's already set. There. Okay, now that's better. Okay. Programs like MCEdit, but not like it in other ways. Okay, so we got another one there. Can we also extend this? Yeah, let's just confirm it and see what happens. Oh, that time it worked. Okay. We just made a really thin farm into a big farm. Shining Slime, thanks for hosting. Those easy raid points. Program, yeah, amulet. You do exclamation mark amulet, learn about it. Okay, so we got the farm here. Now we need to make it dark on this side. That's 20? Okay. Paste. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Put that there. Firm. And I'll paste another one on this side. That looks good. Firm. I think we're ready to give it a try. Actually, we need to put walls on the side so this don't water don't spew out the side of this. Maybe I'll just use the fill command. This program's not that good. Okay, let's just save it, exit out of it. I think it'd be easier for me to do this in Minecraft. Hey, I think most of it's here though. Oh. I was just trying to figure out, find like the best scenario that justify building this big huge top piece. It's just so large. So maybe it might be better if I build it, you know, up and down more. But yeah, we'll figure that out in a bit. Let's go ahead and place in what I do. I just want the water not to go this direction. Also don't want mobs to go this direction either. I think we'll have to something like that, or maybe walls might be the thing to do. Walls over here might be pretty good too, because then mobs wouldn't try to hop up on top of it. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, this is one of the problems why I don't like making large farms. I mean, this isn't large, like extremely large, but it's one of those deals where like you can get the concept down, but it's very hard to flesh it out because you need programs like MC Edit. So you can easily fill in areas. Like I could fill this in, but it's not going to be it's not going to be the way that I would do it. Because you don't need this whole thing solid filled in. You can just fill in 1 every third. But this is good for testing. So let's just try test it right now. Oh, okay, wire goes that way. We'll just fill this in. Okay, so now if we open this up, wire goes that way, goes down, goes that way, down, that way. Pretty cool. Okay, so the very last one we'd want to fill that in. Okay. So if I do F3 plus I, and we'll go to the very far end. Fill from here to there with that. Although it's easier just do it in game. Make this automatic and post a time lapse on YouTube of me just building it up. Okay, so let's what should I do? Should I do F3 plus I again? Do the same thing here. Can you put iron trapdoors on the top? Could this be a creeper farm? Yep. Okay. Been live for almost 2 hours. Wow. Time always goes so fast when I'm so concentrated doing stuff. And then what I would have to do is just power these trapdoors here. Am I missing anything? I don't know. Let's go right above this one. And it'd be just like this, pretty much. So fill from there. Probably shouldn't have made the farm so big, because I'm probably gonna have to change something anyways. Go from there to here with copper block. And fill the same area in with redstone wire, but we want to raise it up by 1. Like that. Would it be possible to make a mob farm? Put all the funnel into the end portal so that it doesn't take up the mob cap? Yeah. I've helped design farms like that. Hey, Tom. I love coming up with new ideas. Okay. I don't know, let's just power this. So the way this has to work is, well, I can just put a block there, like that maybe. Something like this. That's powered, and then if you unpower it, water's gonna flow. Zigzags through this whole thing. Pretty cool. Okay, so now I just need to extend it. The water doesn't reach the whole thing. So what I would like to do is have a clock. Oh wait, this is the copper that oxidizes. Whoopsies. Should not use copper. Problem is, it's like the first slab in the options. Oh, maybe I could take my slabs from here. That probably would be better. A few repeaters. Yeah, the repeaters aren't going to work because it's not going to power the trapdoor directly underneath of it. So repeater, is it going to be exact? See how this one doesn't get powered? But we could power it from the side over here. Top word says, glad has managed to catch one of your streams. Welcome in. Glad you're here as well. Streams are pretty chill. So if I do this, it's gonna create an infinite loop. I need to power this block without it connecting. I think it might be easiest just to put a block like this. Something like this. Because we're not really using this backside here. So if there's blocks here, it's not a big deal. Not really struggling with anything right now. Just trying to make the system repeat itself without causing problems. Okay, this one could technically be up here. Oh, okay, yeah, that does need to be a full block. Okay. Just trying to think if I could kind of simplify it a little bit. Technically, all these could be slabs, too. Target block wouldn't really help in this scenario. Looks so crazy. So we said there was like 64. What was it? We did 8 layers times 8, so there's 64 spawning spaces per layer. Ooh, that gets quite high pretty fast. 100 blocks is 6,400 spawning spaces. Holy muggers, assassin! Assassin F coming in with a gifted sub, going to Corporal Cuddles. Cuddles. Corporal Cuddles coming in and got that gifted sub. Make sure to thank Assassin for that. Really appreciate that, Assassin. All that support. Also got that gifted sub badge. Should be right beside your name now. You guys can show that off. And a gifted sub is just like any other one. You have access to all the goodies. You can do !sub to check all those out. Make sure to take advantage of that. Appreciate that, Assassin. You just say F? Assassin F? There you go, you got the gift sub badge now. Have a good night. Thanks so much for joining the stream. Have a good one, Assassin. So far, this has been going pretty good. Is this such a reach the end? Oh. It was one. Could be one further away. Oh dear. Okay, and maybe I should build this in again. We did use that copper that converts. 9 a.m. for me? 9 a.m. Wow, what time zone would that be in? That'd be like Australia? Australia? Okay. Let's see. Fill this in with slabs. Black slabs, that works. They need to be, to me, they need to be the bottom ones. Replace cut copper slabs. Okay. Oops. Ooh, too many blocks. Still too many blocks. Okay. Copper block, and we'll also switch out blackstone there. And let's switch out these 2. Wait, what am I doing? Tab, tab, tab. So now we just need to place in bottom part. Why does that work? No golem in my shulker farm keeps dying. I have no idea what's doing it. Maybe rain? Oh, that works. Okay. Yeah, make sure to check for rain. Ah, there, okay. Got rid of the copper, because the copper was slowly turning ugly. Now, we don't have to worry about that slowly changing on us. Better. Is there any up here? I got one right here. Did we get her all? Oh, there's a couple here. Funny how it randomly chooses areas. Okay. I think we got her. Which one? Any power than this one? There. Cool. So that should work. Let's add the rest of this in. Okay. That just barely makes it there. Nice. This is where the repeater will go. And then we would also place in the blocks underneath. And I think we can power the center. Yeah, I could work backwards too. Power that. Repeater there. Or that. Repeater there. There, now I should be able to power from here and get all of them all at once. So if I just make a clock up here. We do this. We'll give this a try. Oh, I need to... Wait, what if we rotate this? Put that here, and then put these... Oh, that's still going to cause a problem, isn't it? Okay. Let's just put in a item that has is it gonna do that all the time? Shoot. Okay, let's just move it back one. Make it a lot easier. Okay. Oh, that's not how I wanted it. Holy muggers!
Hello.
Element Dev coming in with the Prime. They've been sub for 3 months. Thank you so much for coming over here, using your Prime. I really appreciate that. Get access to all of the goodies, like a normal sub. You can check those out by doing !sub. Appreciate that. Element, how you doing there? One-third of the way to a year's worth of sub. Don't do !sub so you guys can see what y'all get with it. You have to be careful about stuff like this. The water updates and then it never changes. Okay, so we definitely need a longer clock. Everybody's sub gets to use those badges. If you guys have any ideas for more badges for me to add, don't be afraid to send them to me on my Discord. Hey, Any Key, how goes it? Farm looks insane. It's a weird concept. Okay, I think we need it longer. Oh yeah, because all the water flows down. Oh, maybe this won't work. Because I forgot the water flows faster than it removes itself. Okay. It might have been the reason I never built this farm. Might need 2 different timers. One time to release it, because it can't be equal, because it takes so much longer to go away. Actually, let's just remove all the water first off. That actually stop it? Oh, let's put a torch here. Let's remove all the water, and then we'll just let a little bit. Dude, it almost looks like there's no ceiling inside the ceiling. Can mobs spawn that fast? Yeah, I have to definitely go slower. Have a good one, Nick. Takes a while for the water to go through. So I want to do this, like send out like a pulse of water through it. So the water kind of whooshes down through the whole thing. Let's manually do it for now. The water is gone. Okay. So let's manually just release a bunch of water and then close it and see what happens. How is that working? Yeah, it's definitely, okay, it's picking up. If the longer it sits in there, the more layers it occupies at once. But towards the end, it looks like it's occupying 3 layers at once. Even though it was a very short burst, like the bottom layers take a lot longer to be removed from the water. That's maybe a reason why I didn't design this farm. Water flowing. Even though you stick like just a very small pulse at the top, it ends up becoming much more. The whole idea is that you want every floor to kind of the same amount of time that the water's on, because it only takes so much time for mobs to get pushed off. But towards the end, look at this last floor, it's going to be flooded for a long time. Like Donkey Kong? Yeah. Look how long this is flooded now. Yeah, it's not ideal. The first pulse might not even be long enough to actually push mobs away. Maybe they have to limit how many layers we make it, or we have to put in more water washing locations. It's very cool to watch. That's typically why I like to make smaller models, so I don't have to worry about if I come across something problematic. I worry about trying to fix it. Otherwise, you might put a lot of time into getting something working, and then it all just goes kaput.
Adding to that, by the way.
We'll continue working on this another day. If you guys haven't already, make sure to follow me here on Twitch, just underneath the stream. We are recently past 37,000 followers. Thanks everybody who has hit that follow button. I really appreciate showing your support. And as always, make sure you're subbed to me on my YouTube channel. Link is there in the chat. Have the bell notification turned on so you don't miss out on upcoming videos where I show off these farms and other 1.18 changes that we did in previous streams. It's also linked to my Twitter as well as my Discord there in the chat. See if we can get everybody to join in on the Discord. We are trying to reach that 7,000 members. So if you haven't already, click that link there. That's all you have to do. Take part in it. We have been streaming for over 2 hours. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid. We got Drathmore on. He's working on his mega build. Looks insane. It's almost like a desert in the nether dimension. Let's go over there and see what he's all up to. As always, make sure to drop Drath a follow. He is a amazing person, very chill, and very cool person to be around. I've actually toured some of his worlds before. Make sure to drop him a follow. Let's see if we get all 119 guys to join in the raid. Even if you have to head out for the night, stick around so we can raid as a big party. And as always, when we hop into his stream, make sure to copy that message in the chat and paste it just like so.